Hi first graders. Today we're going to use our paints, so you want to make sure to get those out, and we're going to use a pencil and some paper. And we're going to create a color wheel. And a color wheel is a very helpful tool. You might want to keep this when we're done. So on your piece of paper with a pencil, the first thing you want to do is draw a triangle. Remember, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 corners. So I'm going to start kind of at the top, middle of my paper, and it doesn't need to be perfect, but we don't want it too big. You want each side to be pretty close to the same size or same length. Okay, so there's my triangle, and on each point I'm going to do a circle, or if you don't want a circle, maybe a heart or a square. It's going to be up to you. All right. Now I'm going to start painting. And remember, when you're painting, you need to have some water near you and your tray right here. The first thing you're going to want to do is you want to get your paint ready by getting water on the colors, just by dripping a little bit of water on the colors that we're going to use. And we're pretty much only going to use red, blue, and yellow, and some of you might already know why those are so special. They are the primary colors. So at the top of my triangle, I'm going to paint with red. So the way that you get a nice dark color with your paintbrush is to spin for a long time in that color. And you want to make sure that your paintbrush's hair is staying nice and neat. When you're pressing hard and going like this, your hair kind of gets all messy, and it's bad for the brush, and the bristles fall off. So after I've got a lot of red on my brush, I'm going to paint in that circle using red. And I like to go around the edges first and then fill it in. All right, so I'm done with the red. Before I go in the next color, remember I need to wash off my brush because I want to keep my paint nice. All right, then I'm going to go on this triangle with blue. Spin, 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 spin. Same thing, I like to paint around the shape and fill it in. And it's okay if it's not perfect. All right, I'm done with the blue. Wash, 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 wash. It's very important that you wash now because we're going to go into the yellow. And the yellow is the lightest color, and it tends to get messy the quickest. So I'm going to spin, spin, spin in the yellow. And paint in that last circle my yellow. Go around the edges and fill it in. All right. So I've got red, blue, and yellow. Now I'm going to do an upside down triangle. All right, so I go straight across and then down and up. And if you look at that, it kind of makes a star. Now on each point again, I am going to put another circle or square or heart, whatever I've decided. All right. And feel free to pause the video if Mrs. A is going too fast. Okay, now with this circle here, I'm going to mix colors. And the colors that I'm going to mix are the colors that are next to it. So if I look at this spot, the next door neighbor is red and yellow. So in this spot, I'm going to mix red and yellow. I bet some of you already know what that makes. I've always loved mixing colors because it kind of feels like magic. All right, so I'm going to start with yellow, paint with the yellow. And then I'm going to wash my brush. I don't want to mix on my tray. Just a little bit of red, not too much. I mix it into the yellow while it's still wet. And then I get orange. All right. Now I look to the next spot over here. And the next door neighbors are red and blue. So that means I am going to mix red with blue in this spot. Some of you might already know what that makes, and some of you don't. All right. Mix with red, wash my brush, and then I'm going to add some blue. And yep, I got what I thought I was gonna get. I got purple. All right. Now I wash my brush. And just like before, I find that blank spot. I look at what colors are next to it, and that tells me what two colors to mix. So I'm gonna start with yellow. And blue. I wash my brush, get a little bit of blue, I mix, and sure enough, got the color that I thought I would. So I've only been painting with red, blue, and yellow, but I've made purple, orange, and green. Now in the middle, right here, I want you to see what happens when you mix all three. So I'm gonna see what happens to me. I'm gonna take some red, wash my brush, take some blue, that makes it purple, I know that, just like that one there. But now I'm gonna add yellow. Ooh, I kind of made like a brown or a black. Can't wait to see what color you kind of come up with. All right, so when you're done with this, you want to make sure to set it aside so it can dry. And then I want to see what you can make using only blue, red, and yellow. Can you paint a picture using only those colors? Because remember, you can make lots of different colors just using red, blue, and yellow. I can't wait to see what you make.